Single modern woman asks why she can't find good men in her social circle. Many women have great partners. She performs on the East Coast and is 34 years old. She's a graduate, rich, living with a lot of other accomplishments she's amassed throughout her life. Modern women no longer lament the lack of men in their lives, but complain that they cannot find their own paradise. They are tired of being single and married. Ladies, you must understand one thing. What do you add to a man's life that can induce him to settle down and give you the rest of his life? Yes, why would he give up his carefree single life when he could do whatever he wanted? He doesn't have to answer. Does anyone here understand women's issues? Why should he limit all his freedom just to be with you and take care of you? When it comes to women, you want a stable man, and we mean a man who supports you financially so that he can be with you. After all, love is not about determining whether you are exchanging the same amount of energy. However, modern women want handouts and expect men to do all these different things for them. And you show him a little empathy. You are single because you want a man to sacrifice and give anything in exchange for everything he has. His ambitions, goals in life have been put on hold to make room for you and your needs. Kind and smart men can tell Leech right away why they don't want to be with you. Because you are not only a financial burden, but also a physical and mental burden. Psychologically, woman, you're going to ruin a man's life. A guy will tell you that after spending a few nights with you, he's just thinking because he's aware of tension and headaches. Smart people are predictable and have a clear vision of their future goals. If he doesn't see you as an asset in his life, he knows where he's going and can see an advantage in a woman, not necessarily financially. It could just be a feeling of calm, maybe a back massage. Why should he be with you forever if he doesn't think he can? Meaningless. You won't believe you deserve a decent man because you've been told the story. How did you get this privilege? That respectable person who works tirelessly to improve his own life? You hear these stories and these different things, including that you're a queen or a princess and can date and sleep and do all these things while you're in school. Okay, when you are ready to start a family and find the right man, you should be there, cheerful and ready to take care of you and meet all your needs. The reasons for your female loneliness and loneliness run deep, because we know you women are hurting on the inside. This message is for you only until you see your surface. Now it depends on whether you want a stable man with good financial resources, which makes sense. However, if you want a man to take you around the world in a private jet, you have to be a big fan of travel because it can cost a lot of money. There are so many amazing people out there, so why should he? But as you can see, women need a sponsor to take care of them until they can't pay anymore. Then she would harass him until he gave in. A good man's life doesn't need that. You have been through so many good things. They were having too much fun before you came into their lives. You see, most women are in pain and create a lot of trauma in a man's life. You don't see your lack of understanding. You don't want to act as his support. You don't want to imitate him. We are considering it today. They prefer to follow the rules. If you don't get what you want, you're reasoning a bitch, and you'll be offended. If a guy is down or up, or if you can't control him, use this dating app again. Otherwise, resort to manipulation and exploitation by others. You want a guy who spends all his money. You know he can give you all of his time and attention. What do you offer in return? Anyway, why would he want to stop what he's doing and buy you all a big house and a car? What did you bring that would add value to his life? How can you help us as a single man? We explained, you know what? We keep our lives. How can you force a person to be free in a life like this when we keep all our money to ourselves and not be chained around our ankles like we can steal his credit cards and gasp? Ladies and sisters, have you ever thought about why he chose such a life? Given that you don't care, we can assume you don't. They said, well, we want a rich guy who is also in demand in the job market. But how do you enrich his life? We asked, what did you bring? If you ask women these questions, they will just get mad. Do you understand why they carry nothing? There is nothing. They're not sure what to bring. They didn't want to say we could do his laundry and give him peace of mind. Do you realize that wives feel overwhelmed when it comes to empowering their husbands? She has to cook and clean. Well, that's between us, she said. And then, fast people. What do we expect from you women? All you have to do is show up and love us. What about dishes, ironing and cooking? How quickly can you prepare a complete meal? That's what a decent man wants. Can you rub his back? Can you greet him kindly? How are you today? Can you complete these tasks? We don't expect much from women. However, while we don't ask for much, there are still a few things you need to do if you want to receive our requests. Over time, we guarantee your look will fade away. What else do you need to decide when they go bad? Many of you women lack compassion in your heart. How are you behaving on social media? As far as we know, we have detected a bug in your soul. Your intentions are impure. You just want money from someone you want to meet to compensate you for your time. This is a sad day, but many of you women are unmarried. It turns out you women are a bunch of lonely people. We talk to lonely women. Many women are fed up with wrapping themselves up. We're tired of being best man ladies. You are curious why you are second in command, and the reason you didn't get promoted to the top is your head is stubborn. Yes, a stubborn mind is hard to deal with and has a masculine edge. Here's a direct message to another person who doesn't want to deal with a headache. Men prefer to be around women who are feminine, classy, and in good shape. Men want that. But remember, you were told we were talking about cooking, cleanliness and elegance, femininity and sensitivity. However, this is what people want. We don't want a woman who has all these credentials, degrees and awards. We don't mind having a decent husband, because men don't expect that from women. You don't want to be the piece of men, that's why you're single and miserable. The only thing you want is a white picket fence. You don't want to make her happy. You want a house with 4 or 5 bedrooms. The dogs and cars you want are just scratching the surface. This is why you women are not happy, not excited, not alone. You can't find love. We have already said that if a person lives in a studio apartment with ramen noodles and a TV, he will be very happy. If a woman can get everything she wants in a mansion, she will always find a way to be unhappy. You are single and unhappy because you don't feel well. As a result, you jump from relationship to relationship and connect with different men in search of happiness and other things. However, you don't want to sacrifice your own happiness to share it with others. Women don't like to do things for you. But in order to make the other person happy, you have to be willing to sacrifice, to make sacrifices. Guys, we hope you enjoy this video. Please like and share this video with other men. See you next time. Until then, stay noble men.